What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1932 movie The Mummy. So, in this movie, a team of British archaeologists discover the mummified remains of an ancient Egyptian prince, Imhotep, and along with the legendary Scroll of Thoth, and one of them recites the scroll out loud and brings Imhotep back to life, and he escapes. Several years later, Imhotep has taken on the guise of a wealthy man as he searches Egypt for his lost love, who he believes has been reincarnated as the lovely Helen. This is a pretty mediocre movie. It's not one of the best out of the monster movies that Universal did so far out of the ones I've seen. So far it's probably my least favorite. Well, actually no, I think I do like it more than Son of Frankenstein. But it's an okay movie. It has some pretty good moments. I think that Boris Karloff is just absolutely excellent as Imhotep, and whenever he's on screen, I enjoy the movie a lot, but whenever he's not, it slows down, and it's a lot of exposition dialogue and stuff. It kind of ruins the movie for me a little bit. The movie's only an hour and 13 minutes, and it felt like it was a lot longer than that because of just the scenes where they're sitting and talking and stuff, and a lot of times that doesn't bother me in movies. Like, it's really weird. Most of the time it doesn't bother me, but this one it kind of did. I just kept wanting to get back to seeing the mummy and everything. But I did like the whole story with Imhotep and him trying to find Helen and stuff, he's trying to like use his curse to get Princess Anck-Su-Namun. I cannot remember what her name is, and I can't pronounce it right either. I'm just gonna say Helen to make it easier. But I love like the scenes when he's trying to find her and everything. I think that it's really good and everything, and like there's some really great moments, and the dialogue in here is kind of clunky and stuff. Like, there's some really cheesy dialogue that just made me cringe throughout the movie and stuff, especially when it's like stuff between Helen and Frank and stuff. It just really cringy, like George Lucas Star Wars prequels level kind of dialogue. But I think it was an okay movie. The makeup effects and stuff on the mummy hold up pretty decently, and everything. I don't think they look as good on him as they did Frankenstein and stuff, but they still look fine. And Boris Karloff, like I said, just he's excellent in the role, and this movie kind of really shows his range. Like, you watch Frankenstein and watch this one, and it doesn't really seem like it's the same actor playing him and stuff. I totally forgot that Boris Karloff was even playing the mummy when I started watching the movie, until I started watching it and everything. I was like, wow, he really, I mean, you can tell it's him because he looks like him, but there's just so much difference in the characters and stuff, and he does a really great job bringing both of them to life and everything. And like with the other monster movies, this has a lot of really awesome practical sets and stuff and costumes, and I will give it credit on that part. And like the cinematography and stuff is pretty good. There are a few parts in the editing that's kind of choppy. Like, you could tell that, like, there was one part where one of the guys was talking and stuff, and it like cut to a little bit, cut in the middle of it. Like, it was really weird, like the way the editing was in it and everything. But I can look past it because I know this is an older movie. Like, this movie is almost 90 years old. It'll be 90 next year, so I can overlook that. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I absolutely loved it or anything. I don't think it's as good as it as I was expecting it to be, but I had myself a little too hyped up too. I think on rewatch I probably enjoyed a lot more now that I know more of what to expect going in and everything, but I did love the story, like the main story with the mummy and stuff. When he was on screen and everything, it was great. Everyone else, it just kind of felt bland, and it could have been better and everything, but I don't think these movies are terrible or anything. I don't think this movie, is terrible, but it's definitely not as good as the other monster movies that I've seen and everything. So I'd say I'd give The Mummy a 6.5 out of 10. It's an alright movie. It's just not super great. It's kind of just mediocre for me and everything. So let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.